Hello student. So let's get started with another essay, that is essay 550 today. First and foremost thing, you have to be very clear about the different meanings and definitions as per your syllabus. Firstly, section 2, subsection 41 of income tax define what are the related parties. In that they are talking about your actual blood relationship, right? Your mother, father, your son, your brother, sister, ascendant and descendant. So that is as per section 2 subsection 41. Now as per section 188 of Companies Act, it also defines related party with relate to contract or agreement with that related parties. As per Accounting Standard 18, it also talks about related party disclosure relating to control or significant influence with that party or with the key management personnel. And here let's talk about the definition as per Essay 550. So Essay 550, related party, a party that is either a related party as defined in applicable financial reporting framework, that is as per AS 18. Second, where the applicable financial reporting framework establishes minimal or no related party requirements, then first A, a person or other entity that has control or significant influence directly or indirectly through one or more intermediaries over the reporting entity. B, another entity over which the reporting entity has control or significant influence directly or indirectly through one or more intermediaries. Or C, another entity that is under common control with the reporting entity through having common controlling ownership, owners who are close family members, or common key management personnel. So as per Essay 550, this is the definition. In short, related parties are to whom you control, who controls you, and third is the intermediary who controls both of you. So this is the definition as per Essay 550. The question on the definition will not be asked, so very minimal chances of asking Essay 550 definition about related party. So let's quickly revise what are the main two questions that can be asked from Essay 550. So the first question will be sources to identify related party transactions. That are, what are the sources from which you can identify that there are some related party transactions exist in the organization. So first two points are very basic, from income tax returns and tax audit reports of previous year. In tax audit report, we have to disclose about related party transaction in clause number 23. Right, about section 40A subsection 2B. So that's disclosure about related party transactions. So from income tax returns and tax audit report 3CD. Then third point is information of regulatory authorities. Fourth, shareholders and or directors register if they are maintaining. Fifth is statement of conflicts of interest of management or those charged with governance. And last is investment register. So these 6 points are exactly the wording from your previous suggested answers of institute. So these 6 points you have to remember. Now second and very important question is, what are the auditor's duty regarding disclosure of related party transaction? So what are the auditor's duty? How auditor should perform an audit to make a conclusion about related party disclosure? So first is, of course, to inspect the records and inquiring management and those charged with governance about such transactions from records. So which records we have seen as per first question? So sources to identify related party transaction. So through that, auditor can inspect the record and understand the related parties, and then also he can inquire management or those charged with governance. Second is compare the disclosure with previous year's report to identify disclosed transactions, current year or undisclosed transactions. Right? If previous year's auditor's report में कुछ disclosure है related party का और जो current year की report में नहीं है तो वो आपको disclosure में लेना पड़ेगा. Right? So compare with previous year report. Third is if identify fraud or risk factor or risk of material misstatement, then design and perform further audit procedure and look for the evidences. Fourth is to obtain written representation about completeness of information provided by the management, very basic written representation. And last is need to be alert for unusual transactions and should report accordingly. So these 5 are auditor's duty or responsibility regarding related party transactions and its disclosure: to inspect, compare, identify procedure, obtain written representation, and need to be alert for unusual transactions. That's all for SA 550. Friends, please share this video with your friends so that they can also get benefit of multiple revision and important words to write in your exam from these videos. Please do like if you really like it, because it will motivate me to make more such videos.